Boys, girls, all my Trumpaholics out there, welcome back to Otherobert. I'm Joe, and this is a preview and predictions video for Wrestlemania 32. Now, obviously, this is a wrestling-related video. Might actually be the second one ever on this channel. I think I did one for the Royal Rumble. And, yeah, let's get into it. So, we start off with the pre-show. And, we had the NXT show as well, which if you're not watching it, you have to go and watch it because that's going to be a great special in itself, plus the Hall of Fame, and it's a stacked weekend. But getting to Mania, we have Kalisto versus Ryback, and let me just say, I can't stand this match. We get it, right? Big guy versus little guy. How many times have we seen this done over the years, just in the past few years as it is? We see this type of storyline all the time, and quite frankly, with more interesting people. Now, nothing against Kalisto. I think Kalisto's a wonderful talent, and that's part of the reason. Also, too, I think he would have been great in a ladder match for this pay-per-view. Why they went with Kevin Owens' Intercontinental title match for the ladder match as opposed to Kalisto baffles me. Because you have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, two great talents who have this personal feud that we've seen in NXT already in WWE, and now they're on the WWE roster, and they throw them just in a jumbled ladder match, whereas Kalisto and Ryback get a singles match. That makes no sense to me. That's really baffling, because Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens really could have been something, and we're probably getting that feud. I'm sure we probably will going forward. However, for Mania, I feel like that was definitely the money match to go with. And having Kalisto versus Ryback, that should have been a ladder match and not the Intercontinental title match. And that's what you could have done. You could have made the U.S. title more of this kind of high-flying, not really, but that kind of exuberance for a title, and the Intercontinental be kind of a technician-based title, because these titles they need some prestige to them back. I mean, when Cena was doing his thing with the U.S. title, it was great, but I mean, where has that really gone? You know, we need these titles to really mean something, and I don't think they do right now. So, with each of these matches, I'm going to say who I want to win, who I think is going to win. I think they might go with Ryback for this, as much as I don't want it. I'm going to go with Kalisto. I really do think Kalisto is very talented. I know everyone's comparing him to the next Rey Mysterio. I myself never really was a fan of Rey Mysterio, so I like Kalisto more. But I think Kalisto is a huge future in WWE, so I'm going to go with Kalisto for now. But I think Ryback will win. The Divas tag match with the Total Divas cast versus Team Bad and Blondes. This is kind of a throwaway match. This was a match just to get all these divas on the card. Some people are saying it's Brie Bella's last match. Lana's first match. And Eva Marie is on the babyface team for some reason. Why? She's the biggest heel, arguably, in NXT right now. She has genuine heat, and you're going to throw her on the babyface team? It's baffling. It doesn't make much sense. Maybe she turns on them, but why? You know, there's just a big why with this whole match. I mean, Lana, the whole story with how this started was Lana, and I don't know. I could have seen a singles match with Brie and Lana, and I guess just have everyone at ringside or something. I don't see the reason. I'm sure not all these divas are even going to get into the match, get tagged in, let alone, you know, this being any good of a match. So I'm glad to see Emma there, I guess, but I don't really see this being too much. Who do I want to win? I don't know. I guess Bad and Blonde, so that way the whole Eva Marie thing, I just because of the Eva Marie thing. I mean, I don't care about this match to begin with. There's no real story there behind Lana just annoying people. So, who do I want? Bad and Blonde, I guess. Who do I think? Since this is Brie's last match, I'm thinking they might just give it to... And plus, Total Divas is the show that they always try to put over. So I think the Total Divas team. The Andre the Giant 20-man Battle Royal. This one's very difficult to call because we don't even know all the contestants yet. I think Braun Strowman. I don't even think the Wyatt family is in it right now. The Wyatt family has to be on Mania in some sense, because if they're not, it's going to blow my mind. But this might be where you have either all the members of the Wyatt family or just Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan because of Luke Harper's injury. I think this is going to Braun Strowman. I mean, other than Strowman, the only other person I can see, maybe they debut Baron Corbin. That would be kind of a big deal, and maybe he wins it. If not that, maybe, I guess, Big Show. I mean, I really... No one really cares about this match. Winning this match really hasn't done much for Cesaro or Big Show afterwards. So, my pick's Strowman. Who do I want to win? Sandow. I know Sandow's in the match. Let's say Sandow. 3-on-4 match. New Day versus League of Nations. This was originally being billed as a tag title match, and I don't think it is anymore, which I think kind of is a giveaway for the League of Nations winning it, because I feel like why not make this a title defense if you were originally going to do it, because it's 3-on-4. So, I mean, New Day is tag champs, and they're 3, so they could have worked it out where they either pick 2 from the League of Nations that are champs, or just all of them, which I don't think they should have done, but pick 2 at least. I think this should be a tag title match. However, I think that since it's not League of Nations, I think that's kind of the giveaway that League of Nations wins. Otherwise, it would be a tag title match. Since New Day is going to keep the titles anyway. I think League of Nations, I want New Day, because New Day, I love New Day right now. I mean, everyone does, right? I mean, they're so over. They're so good. I am a bit reluctant to see them as faces, because Enzo and Big Cass probably coming up soon. I wanted to really see a heel New Day and babyface Enzo and Cass. Maybe we'll get that, but that's starting to seem unlikely. But I want New Day for this. Divas title match, Charlotte versus Becky versus Sasha. If this match is given time, this could possibly be a show stealer. This, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people if they get the right amount of time. This is going to be an amazing match. Who do I want? Sasha. Who do I think? Sasha. Charlotte's had a nice run with the title, but I think, and they've even kind of told a little bit, I know on SmackDown stuff, the story of how Sasha's been pretty much undefeated since coming up to the WWE roster. So I think Sasha, and I want Sasha, but this is going to be an amazing match. And honestly, any of these 3 women who win it, they deserve it. You know, they're going to do great with the title. So everyone wins with this match. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. It's amazing to say AJ Styles for a WrestleMania card. I've been looking forward to this for over 10 years to see Styles on Mania, so it's really good to see him there. I'm really excited to see him on Mania. Wish it was against someone who, you know, Styles is entering this company full of people we've never seen him wrestle in WWE, and they throw him with, on Mania, his first Mania, pretty much the only person he's been facing since he's debuted. And it's a little confusing. I mean, I guess the storyline's there, even though it's a really bad storyline. Chris Jericho doesn't like people cheering for AJ Styles. Okay. Not a good story behind it. I get it. They were tag team partners for a week. You know, whatever. I want Styles. I think Styles. I mean, what can Jericho possibly gain from winning here? Why would you have Styles lose in his first WrestleMania match? That would be absurd. So I think Styles. I'm actually. Okay, no, I was going to say I was booking a lot of baby faces to win, but who I think and who I want. I think I want Styles, but I have some heels I think will be winning. Okay, so the Intercontinental title match, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Stardust. Sami Zayn. I think and I want Sami Zayn to win. If not Zayn, I think Owens will maybe hold on to it, but I think this is all Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's going to have a great match with Nakamura. Looking forward to that. But this will be a good match. Like I said, everything I said before, this really should have been the U.S. title match, this ladder match. You should have gave Owens and Zayn the rivalry, the match at Mania for just the two of them. So I don't understand why they wouldn't do that at all. But I think it won Zayn. Street fight, Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar. This needs to be something. Because they've advertised this to be a fight. And we haven't really seen too many brutal, hardcore type matches since they've gone PG. We might get it here. Lesnar, I mean, there was blood last year with Reigns, right? And that was the hard way. That wasn't, it didn't look like it was, I guess, bladed. He didn't look like he bladed or anything like that. Looked real. So if you bleed in that match, I mean, if they're making this look like our hardcore match, God bleed here. I mean, I think there needs to be blood to really put this over, because when you think of a street fight or a no holds barred, the color adds so much. It really does, and I think we're getting it here. You can't show a barbed wire bat, the chainsaw, which I know it's idiotic, but still, you can't show all these weapons and then ultimately just have a okay kind of gimmicky match with just chairs and kendo sticks or something. This has to be brutal. This has to be a fight. I think it will be. I really think this is going to be something that a lot of people don't see coming. But this has arguably been given some of the best hype on this show. Not as much as probably the co-main events, but this has gotten a lot of hype, and I think Lesnar, and I want Lesnar. I get it, not putting over the younger talent. I get it, but Lesnar is still that guy who beat Taker at Mania. To me, I don't think he should really ever lose singles match again. He's in his own league right now. I think it needs to stay that way. I think in a straight up one-on-one match, he should not lose unless Ambrose does something crazy. Like if there's some crazy spot, I can see it, but really I think Lesnar should be going over here. However, an excellent fight by Ambrose. I think a lot can be done for Ambrose if he still loses, if that makes sense. He can still be made. I mean, even maybe a Lesnar shaking his hand afterwards or something like that, really putting him over. I think Ambrose needs to show a ton of resilience, kick out of maybe even a couple F5s, really just be really resilient, but then ultimately Lesnar, I think, needs to win. So I think I want Lesnar. Hell in a Cell match, this is the one that's tough to book. I don't know. A lot of people are saying run-ins with the Bullet Club, or I see Cena, and people even said Rollins, even though he's not cleared for a few months. Shane can't win. I mean, especially with Taker saying, or Vince saying that this would be Taker's last Mania. I don't see that. Really. Taker can't go out with being part of a storyline that he's really not even the focus of. That would kind of be insulting. Not only to Taker, he might not care as much, but to the fans. He might feel like, he's putting over a great story, but as a fan, we kind of feel like we need better for a Taker retirement match. So I really don't want Taker to lose here. Even if this isn't a retirement match, it's a last Mania match, but Taker needs to be, his last match needs to be at Mania. I mean, he is the guy who kind of defined WrestleMania for so long, right? So I think I want Taker. Triple H and Roman Reigns. I think Reigns, I think we all think Reigns. I want Triple H, though. Reigns, I don't understand what they're doing with him. I'm not a Reigns fan whatsoever, and it's not catching over. I think there might be a heel turn. I think, if anything, if Shane maybe wins, it's because he goes heel. Maybe the Bullet Club debuts. Maybe Vince turns on Shane. That comes in. Double turn with Triple H Reigns. Reigns winds up raising his arms with the title with whoever turned heel in that last match. That's what I think is going to happen. And I'm only talking quick because I'm running out of time. This is time now. So let me know your thoughts down below. And subscribe because it takes around this much effort to do so. And let's see Wow, wrong channel. And you've been traumatized.